wouldn't hide here. I'm walking down this path. I get to hunt a new spot. So we're gonna go over here and find out what's going on. So there's the cut bean field. I'm gonna go hunt this hay field over here. So when I get set up, I'll let you know. Got this little forky that just came in. He was right in front of the tree stand. Right there. He was literally right here in front of the tree stand. Walked right up. But I ain't got no buck tag. There you go. And it comes out, and there's a cool little crane walking this creek right there. That squirrel's pissed off. Get away from my area. I don't know what that is, a duck or... I'll have to wait until it gets a little closer. If it comes any closer, I don't know where I'm at. I don't know, but it's pretty cool. Lots of wildlife. Lots of squirrels. Oh, there's a cat. I don't know if you can see it. It's stalking, I think it's stalking that bird down there, man. If you look behind that big tree, I don't know where that cat went now. These squirrels are pissed. If you can see that squirrel up there, he's right on top of that tree looking down. He's black with a brown tail. He's probably there's another one. He's probably one of the coolest squirrels I've ever seen. That one right up there on top. He's all black and he's got a brown tail. It's pretty cool. He'd look cool. I'd mount him. Put him right on the wall. That was pretty cool. You can't see it from here. If it gets any closer, I'll try and take another video. But it's pretty cool. Oh. That one have a brown tail too? Yeah, that one's got a brown tail too. That's pretty wild. Must be related. Jesus, there's tons of them. Right in that hole. Look at them. Look at it. Damn, black squirrel with a brown tail, dude. Pretty cool. Alright. So, I've been sitting here for a while. And I will tell you this. This is a old fucked up tree stand. But, I mean, sitting out here, watching the animals, listening, and just being quiet is some of the most peaceful stuff I've ever done in my life. With every weird tree stand I sit in, I mean, it's been a really good experience to sit out here and just watch things and see how they work. You know, nature's weird, but I mean, it's not totally about shooting a deer, man. It's just not. I mean, that buck was like right here, and just looking at him, it was awesome sight. Even though he was little, and you know, it was just cool watching him, you know, do his thing. And just one of those things that I like to do. And I hope you're out there doing what you like to do, because you should be. Well, we had some disco going on, but guess what? Sometimes you miss. That sucks. Not to make this any longer than it has to be, I'm going to leave you with a couple tips here. When you're hunting an open field, don't leave your rangefinder sitting on your workbench in your garage. It's really a plus if you have a rangefinder, because it's really hard to you know, kind of, you know, guesstimate of your distance of a shot. So don't leave your rangefinder like I did at home. The second is patience. Patience will always win out in the long run for hunting. You know, anything. Patience will always, you know, will turn good to you at times. This is a time that I wasn't patient enough, you know, and you know, it just didn't happen. It just did not happen, and you know, a lot of it was my fault. So take those tips as you will. One more quick one: look at what you spray on the bottom of your boots before you spray it. I thought I had sprayed dopey on the bottom of my boots walking through that field. I wanted to kind of cover as much scent as I was going to lay down with my feet as possible, but I used the wrong stuff. Didn't realize it until I started looking at the can after I'd sprayed my boots. I sprayed estrus on my boots. That little 4-point that came out there on the video, there's a little elbow on the corner of that tree stand, and then it turns back in the field. Well, he had turned that corner and turned back around that corner. That's how he got so close to the tree stand, about 4 feet from the tree stand. He tracked me all the way to the tree stand. So conquest scents do work. This was the aerosol version, so that does work. But don't. If you ain't got no buck tag, don't be spraying estrus on your boots. Oh man. To sum this one up, you know, going to the farm and hunting the farm is a privilege. And it's an opportunity I try not to squander. But boy, did I, as they say, screwed the pooch on this one. You know, I punted this one, and this is going to stick in my crawl for a while. This goes in the memory bank of all the misses that I've had throughout the time I started hunting, which there's a couple of bad ones in there as well. It's just... it really sucks when you squander an opportunity. Not a lot of people are seeing deer. This spot holds really good deer, and I mean quality deer. And I'll throw a picture up here. This buck, if you go back to hunting spot number 2, when I first sat there and you saw those deer run across that field, I bet you that was that deer. This deer was a tank. I could hear him grunting and burping from across the field coming out of the woods. This guy, very mature, knew what he was doing, herding does. When people say the rut's over, I don't know about you, but there's a second rut. And that's when all these younger deer go into heat. And that's what he did. He came out there, he herded the nanny does into the field at first, and then he ran back in there. I lost sight of him. Now, it is a south-southwest wind, so it's blowing into that field. And at that point, there's 8 to 10 deer in that field. And then he comes out with about 3 more.
3 more yearlings that ran to the moms that were sitting there, and they kind of turned my way, and I got out my doe bleat, and I started bleating a little bit to get them closer. Here comes Mr. Grunner, and he kind of chased a couple of deer further up that field, and he kind of went after them, and there was a lone nanny doe left. Took the shot, kind of kicked up a little bit. At first, I thought I gut shotted that deer, and I was almost livid, because I don't want to track a gut shot deer. You can't at night. You're just going to have to let it go, and then track it in the morning. And there's coyotes in that area, so it is what it is. But it was, when it was all said and done, God bless my brother-in-law and his 2 kids that came out there and helped me look for my bolt. We ended up finding it. He walked it off. It was about a 60-yard shot, I think he said, maybe a little bit more. But it was just too long of a shot. Didn't have patience, didn't take my time like I should have, and just never pulled the trigger. It was just too long of a shot with the conditions that I was sitting in. But that's where patience comes into, and don't put pressure on yourself to make that shot. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Don't press the issue. And this is why, because you can miss, or you could have a horrible miss where you got shot a deer or hit a deer further back than you'd like, and then you may not ever find that deer, and the coyotes and all the other critters find that deer. So humbling experience. Tried not to squander that one, but boy, fumbled the ball on that one. It is what it is. That's why they call it hunting. But when you get these opportunities, don't squander them. Not a whole lot of deer people are seeing in my area, and when you do see them, capitalize on it. So that's what I have left for you. I'm glad I didn't gut shot that deer, and it is what it is. And I know for a fact those deer came back. I know for a fact. I had a conversation. So it's good that I didn't scare them off. Now he's got an opportunity. He knows that big buck's coming in those fields, and he'll go out there, hopefully in muzzleloader or something, and put him down. I'd really like to see him up close. I'll tell you that. That guy was quality deer. When I say quality deer, I say quality deer. So that's what happened. Just a poor shot and a miss. I'd like to thank my old and my new subscribers and just the people that zip through. Greatly appreciate it. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Do that for all my content. Really helps with the algorithms, like always. We'll catch you on the next one.